Well, hey, thanks for joining me today. So I tried to do a video this morning, and I took about 20 takes to try to do it. And I'm like, finally, I'm going to do this live. There is so much stuff coming up, but I want to go over some economic news for you guys today, and I'm going to show you a live event we're going to have next week. You loan officers out there, I got a cool tool for you guys if you're looking to track the MBS market. But what we're going to talk about today is President Trump gave an ultimatum to Iran that today by 8, we're going to know if they're going to bomb Iran. It could be Armageddon. So I hope there's the taco trade, because a lot of people are like, okay, he's going to taco. I hope in this case he does. So what I want to talk about in this video, let's go down the path of there's going to be a settlement. Okay, because if they start bombing Iran, I can honestly say I don't know where it's going to go from there. You probably are seeing the markets, see the oil prices spike and how high and so forth. So hopefully cooler heads prevail. So let's go down the path of there's going to be a settlement. What will happen with these things? We'll get to the technicals, and then at the end of this video, we'll go over if Armageddon happens, what could happen with those. So, folks, my name is Dan Frio. I'm the host of the Rate Update, and let's get to it. So here's what you have in the stock market. There looks like a ceasefire in the Middle East is out of play right now. So what you're having right now is the Dow Jones down 327. It's red across the board. I don't have to read those to you. The reason is oil prices at $115. Yeah, this is the oil that we follow, and it's also pushing up mortgage yields. Let's go to cryptocurrency real quick. It's getting hammered too. So the risk trades off. So let's get over to the bond market. That's what you guys are here for. So this is what we follow. If you follow me on a daily basis, we follow these things so you know what it is. If you're new to the channel, we follow rates, but we follow this bond rate through here. I got a tool for you guys, especially if you're a realtor, or I'm sorry, a loan officer out there. We created our own, and it's free for you. So I'll get to that in a second. But this is bad. Okay, so when that bond is red up through there, it means mortgage rates are going to go up. Once it hits like 10 or higher, mortgage rates are going to actually start to move from there. So we're going to track this as we start this video. It's at minus 14 now. So let's talk about some of the technicals that came out today, because we did have ADP payroll reports coming in. It's giving us kind of a beat on where the markets are with the employment numbers. So let's get over to here. I know I do this every day, but we have new people coming in. They really don't understand some of the technology or some of the terms we use. So the Federal Reserve was created for 2 mandates. You hear about them basically every day, but every 60 days they come in and they do something with rates, and they control that rate over through there. But what they watch is they were created for 2 things: to keep inflation in check, and then they followed the PCE, and then the unemployment numbers. Okay, unemployment numbers are looking fantastic. We got an ADP payroll report this morning. I'll show you that. It actually blew away the numbers. Based on what they're telling us, there could be like 100,000 new jobs created in the next month. That far exceeds what was expected. But let's get over and see, okay, the Federal Reserve, in 22 days, they're going to do what? They're not going to do anything based on today. Okay, so based on these numbers, federal funds rates right through here, this blue line tells us the probability of them changing the federal funds rate in the next few meetings. This basically tells us they're not going to do anything, and basically anything, and even through the end of next year. All this could change today, tonight. You realize in 12 hours, we're going to know. Okay, so, but let's go over to the technicals, because we want to say, okay, if Armageddon happens, I'll kind of go down that route in a minute. But if cool heads prevail, let's get over to the technicals that we're looking at. Okay, so here's the economic news we had. This is just this week. So we had manufacturing numbers. It came in okay. The employment numbers were pretty dismal in non-manufacturing numbers. But the PMI and the prices are up, and we knew that. This is giving us manufacturing prices. So they were at 63. They were supposed to go to 67. They went to 70. So we know prices are going up. And the big culprit is oil. But let's go down through. Even the Fed last week said, okay, we'll focus in on oil, but it's not going to be a big catalyst for us, because we know once the war settles, it'll come back down. Again, once the war settles. So we got ADP payroll numbers today. Look at these numbers. Last number, it was revised up, actually. But they're saying there was 26,000 new jobs created in the last week. Okay, you multiply that by, that's 100,000 jobs. Okay, so that's pretty good there. Atlanta GDP was 1.6. They thought it would stay there. It went to 1.3. We still have a positive GDP. So basically the technicals in the market are okay. Other than oil really ratcheting up inflation, the markets are saying, okay, servicing is okay, the employment numbers are good, the wage growth is good. So based on all that, what would I be doing if I'm a homeowner, home buyer? Would I lock or float? Well, first, let's go over to here. Let's say, for example, we do go over and bomb Iran. Well, what's the most logical outcome there? I'd love your intake on this, but what most likely would you see with oil? Well, it's $115 right now. This is with just us, kind of decimating them a little bit. Wonder if we completely annihilated them. Could this go to 200? What would that do to inflation? Long term too, because that oil would be basically decimated. Think of it that way. It could be catastrophic. So if that happens, I don't know what's going to happen. You see the markets probably crash. You'll see rates jump. Who knows what's going to go on. So what you might want to do is protect yourself maybe. But let me give you some tools out there if you're a homeowner or home buyer. I don't know if you guys use this over through here, this Koshi thing. I was trying to track that. I think that's kind of really weird to watch wars on this, so I'll skip through that. Here's one thing I want to advise you guys. I'm going to have a live event next week. If you're a realtor, loan officer, join me. Maybe you can join in on this. If you're a homeowner, home buyer, we're going to give you tools and talk about mortgages and buying homes and things like that. We're going to give you calculators. We actually have new calculators we just created. One was how much can you really afford? And it'll give you the payments, the programs you can qualify for, and everything else. How do you track rates, true live rates? You realize you can go to our website and actually get your real rate right there live. How to, what kind of lenders to use, what's a HELOC, first time home buyer program. We're going to give you all that stuff. But let's get over to this right through here. Here's another piece of the puzzle that we're adding to our arsenal. If you want to track rates, go to truemortgage.lovable.app. So it's TRU mortgage.lovable.app. I'll put that down below. You can get this rates, MBSs. They're delayed a little bit. You're going to get the MBSs, this is going to track actually mortgage rates. The Ginnie Mae, this tracks government loans like USDA, FHA, VA. MBS 15s, the 30-year Treasury, or the 10-year Treasury and the 30-year Treasury. These are all the things that we go over on a daily basis. You go down through here, market risk, what the S&P is doing, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, the VIX, anxiety, oil, and Bitcoin. You go down through here, the federal funds, what they look at. So when I go through all these numbers, this is going to give you all these tools in one place through here. And then the major news for the day, and then all this information over through here. So let's go down this path. We're now at what? Minus 19. It's continued to go down. Let's look at where we think rates are going to go. Please chime in if you would. There's going to be basically two ultimatums today. Coming at 8 o'clock. So you're going to either we're going to have an agreement. Hopefully that's calm heads prevail. Whatever happens needs to happen for that. Hopefully that happens. You're going to have tensions dropping dramatically, and the markets are going to go, phew. Okay, then they're going to get to the technicals. What are we seeing in the technicals? Please let me know down below what you think. Employment's okay. Inflation's high, we know, and it's going even higher. But when oil comes down, it could help there. My expectations on these are, we'll have some calm in the markets. The bad news is, let's just say they say hell with it, and they're not listening, or we're going to do what we got to do. All bets are off. I don't know. And I hate to say that, but I don't really mind saying it in here because I don't know what's going to happen. So if you're a homeowner, home buyer, let me go over to our lock suggestions, or what I might be doing with this. If I'm a homeowner, we have tools for you, and I'll show you that in a second. If I'm looking to buy a house, if you need to close within 30 days, just lock and move forward. Rates are still, right where we expected the range to be. But after today, I don't know what they're going to do. I truly don't know. So I'm going to say, I'm going to sit on the sidelines for this one and just say, hopefully cooler heads prevail, float it into tomorrow and the next few days and see what what things do. And that's what my expectations are. If you're a homeowner right now, go to our website. And even if you're a home buyer, we have tools here that are going to amaze you. We don't have a lot of stuff down through here other than videos, but we have a tool right through here. It's RateWatch 2.2. If you're a homeowner, plug in your mortgage information. What it's going to do, it'll actually even let you see what your current rate is right now. If you like it, you can actually put your application in, get your application in. Alan will call you, lock you in, and get you moving forward. But you can put in your mortgage information saying, Dan, track my rate for me and track, how much money a month I can save. If I can save $300-400 a month, I don't care what the rate is, call me. And that's what we'll do. We also have a calculator coming out. It should be launched over the weekend. It's a debt consolidation calculator for those homeowners that are just like, what do I do with all my debt? And it will actually analyze and say, here's what you should do. And AI will create this thing for you and create a perfect analogy for you. You can click it on and go through. If it's not what you want, you can customize it, and they do a lot of things. So getting back to it, I'm going to err on the side of hopefully calm heads prevail today. And we see the stock market stagnate. We have the Middle East, some unrest there, lower stress there. Oil prices stagnate, get to $100 a barrel until we get a little bit more reprieve. Then it'll start coming down. But again, if calmer heads do not prevail, let's pray that they do. I don't know what's going to happen. So join me tomorrow. If we give some inkling tonight of what's going to go on, I'll have a live event to give you guys, what's really going on in the markets. But stay tuned to what's going on in the Middle East. If there's an agreement there, watch the 10-year Treasury, watch oil prices. That's going to give you the main direction on where things are going to go. I will be posting some things out later today as we learn more and more things. Right now, the MBS market is down 19. We're at 14. You just maybe you saw it tick one more time down through there. So the markets are skittish right now. They really don't know what's going on. And like I said, I tried to do several videos this morning, and I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about because there's two outcomes of this. It could be good, where calmer heads prevail, and we have some stability in the markets. The markets calm down. The stock market will go up. It might go up considerably. And oil prices will retreat. Not huge back to 60, but they'll come back down. If the ultimatum is basically there's a line in the sand that needs to be crossed, don't know what's going to happen from there, folks. So that's all I can tell you. I hate to leave it that way, but that's my honest truth opinion on that one. So that is it for today. Sorry to be gloomy, but we had some jobs report come out. It actually was really good, but the whole thing right now is looming is what's going to happen in the Middle East over in Iran. That's all you have to watch for today because the technicals, they're out the window. So if you need help with a mortgage, folks, I'd love to be able to help you out. My name is Dan Frio. I'm actually a licensed mortgage loan officer in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. I've been doing this for over 36 years. Our slogan is this. It's one application, one credit pool. We're going to compare your loan to over almost 40 different lenders. How and why? Okay, the how is the bank I work at. I'm blessed to be licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. But the cool thing is they also said, what do you need to be more successful? I'm like, we need products and rates. They set up almost 40 different lenders. We can use their programs and their rates. So instead of going to bankrate.com and LendingTree and putting your application or your information in all these places, have your credit ruined, and then you don't even know where to go from there. I'd love to navigate you through this whole entire process. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. Only time will tell. You betcha, will you? So sorry I'm not trying to be gloomy today. I'm just trying to give you the facts. I don't know, hopefully calm heads prevail. And you're seeing some things, but you're seeing it's down 21 ticks. So we'll see how that goes. But if there's major events that pop out, I will have a live event. I'll be back to doing my recordings each day and posting those out there. But today was just, I didn't really know what to say and how to say it, so I figured I'd just come on live. So if you got any questions about a mortgage, you need some help with anything of that sort, please reach out to us. I'd love to help you. So my name is Dan Frio. I'm your hopefully nationwide mortgage loan officer, where you can come and find out what in the heck is happening with these and the whys behind it, folks. So thanks for watching. God bless. Have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later today.